Hello, and welcome to training on how to start a buyer-side transaction as an office administrator or a staff member within IQ Office. To begin, log into your IQ Office. Once you're in your IQ Office, go to the financial icon on the left-hand side of the screen and then to the Transactions tab at the top. This will open your main transactions dashboard. To start a new buyer transaction, click on the Transactions tab at the top of the screen and then click on the plus buyer button. Enter in the MLS number or address for the property that is being purchased. Enter the contract date as well as the estimated closing date. Verify the zip code and all information, and choose the transaction type. Your office may require different information than what is reflected on this screen. You will know an item is required by the red bar next to the information. To add a buyer checklist, select the checklist from the drop-down. Click on the Next button to verify the financial information involved in the transaction. Enter the commission involved and click the calculator to calculate the commission earned. If you need to add referrals, click on the plus button next to the referrals and enter in all required information, keeping in mind for the referral amount to use the calculators to actively create the transactional information. You also can add additional deductions or income involved in the transaction. Once you've entered all information, click on the Next button to enter in the people involved with the transaction. Click on the plus button next to the agent to add the agent that is part of the transaction. Then verify that all the information is correct, including the commission plan involved with the agent. If you do not want this transaction included as income that goes towards the company dollar for the agent, be sure to select the No button underneath Include as Income. Once you've entered all information, click the Finish button in the lower right-hand corner. Then add the buyers involved in the transaction. Click the plus button next to the name in order to add the information for the buyer. Any information that you enter into this screen will automatically populate in the Agent's Customer Relations tab. Once the information for the client has been entered in, click on the Finish button. You then can enter additional vendors involved in the transaction, including title, warranty, lawyer, or other vendors. To do this, click the plus button next to the vendor you wish to add and begin typing the vendor name. Click on the vendor you wish to add. If the vendor is not available, click on the plus button next to the vendor to add an additional vendor. Click Finish once you are done entering information. Add all vendors needed to the transaction and then click on the Next button to review the transaction. Once you've reviewed all the details of the transaction, click on the Finish button in the lower right-hand corner to start the transaction. You know the transaction has been entered once the slide out and edit screen for the transaction appears on your screen. This has been training on how to start a buyer-side transaction as an office administrator within IQ Office. We are in the business of helping you to work smarter, and we hope you make it a great day.